check out. On the first floor of the VA building is a Richard and Dolly Moss Gallery, a gallery space that primarily features purchases talented art students' work throughout the year. On exhibit now until November 4th is the Fall 2009 MFA Group Exhibition Faux Show, which features work from 12 of Purchase's MFA students. I was there during the opening reception on Friday, October 16th to check out the show and speak to some of the artists about their work. A handful of them play off the idea of creating dynamic work that they will alter or will alter itself throughout the duration of this exhibition. Some students, such as Sei-Hei Chung, painted directly on the wall and will gradually sand down and paint over the piece during the next 3 weeks. The piece is appropriately entitled 3-Week Lasting Mural.
The concept is related to Noah's story from the Bible and with the flood. Each individuals are kind of enjoying their own life. They enjoy that moment, but they don't know what's happening over there. Like this is kind of flood, but they don't know the flood will get around and they will die.
This piece relates to the concept she wanted to convey, in which everything will eventually disappear. Other students have chosen to work with the opposite premise and will add to their piece throughout the show. Sculptor and installation artist Marav Azer will continue to add to and change her site-specific installation, which was influenced by nomadic architecture, temporary shelter, and the idea of inside versus outside. Azer questions what makes a place a home and told me she would eventually like to build a series of homes in 5 to 10 minutes. This experimental piece acts as a study for achieving that goal. Mary Ivy Martin's sod study and entitled are about interacting with nature and bringing the outdoors inside. This idea stemmed from her artist residency in Nebraska, where she was surrounded by fields of corn and soybean.
One of the problems I run into with living plants is keeping them alive, and so the gallery posed a problem because it's so dry in here that I couldn't possibly water it enough myself. So I started to think about how to get other people involved.
Facing the difficulty of keeping her work alive, she seeks out the help of the audience to water and maintain the grass she has brought inside.
This sort of becomes more of a communal piece because everybody's sort of responsible for it and they can come and sort of be with it and spend time with it.
Another well-received piece in the show is Maria Barajas' Fragile, a life-sized wooden coffin.
I don't know why, but sort of kind of was feeling like I'm half dead and I needed like a new beginning. So I wanted to make a coffin, but more like on a traditional side, because let's say if I die, then I want to be placed in like a plain normal coffin, nothing fancy or anything. I put the little styrofoam peanuts in to add a little bit of humor. But it's all like.
And why do you invite people to go inside of it?
That's always part of my work.
Is the audience participation?
Always. It's usually always. Some psychological parts to it, which I always try to envision what you guys, the viewer, would actually think and feel. And I always like that.
I'm Kristina Colby, reporting for The Brick and The Brick TV.